Is that men don't want a good woman, they want a woman that makes them feel good. And you're going to say, what are you talking about? Men don't actually want a good woman on paper. They don't want you to make good money. They don't want you to be educated. They don't want you to have great credit. They don't want you to have a good body. They don't want you to cook. They don't want you to clean. They don't want any of that. They don't want a quote unquote good woman, because then it forces them to rise to the occasion because you already have all of those things. So now he feels pressure. Now he feels unworthy. Now he feels insecure. And he also knows that a good woman is going to leave him. And so every day he sits there and he has a fear that another man is going to come and steal you from him. So then he goes and he acts weird to you and he cheats on you. When I say that men want a woman that makes them feel good, they want a woman who they feel superior over. They want a woman who they make more money than. They want a woman who they feel like they're doing better than. They want a woman that they're like, who's going to want this fat, ugly, with stretch marks with kids? No one's going to want you. But that's why they want.
I have two main points to make on this one, and that is, one, a man does not think that a woman needs to have a good credit score, a high education like a master's or doctorate's degree, or make a bunch of money in order to be a good woman. I mean, those are things that make her a responsible woman and an educated woman. It's kind of like an added bonus, but that is not what men want the most. Secondly, I know for sure that a man wants to be able to show off the woman that he's with. So no, he does not want to be with the woman that he thinks is fat and ugly. I honestly just think that it's weird to think that.
The women who responded to my last video with no, we're the ones opting out, are actually showing us there's a much bigger problem than just men choosing single life. Because when both sides think they're opting out, that's not empowerment. That's market collapse. Women are saying men fail them, men are saying the expectations become unrealistic, and now both sides are stepping back. That's not one gender winning. That's a relationship system breaking down. See, for decades, men were valued for being providers, right? Women were valued for family and partnership. But now both roles are changing, but the expectations have not adjusted. So women feel unsupported, men feel unappreciated, and everyone believes that they're the one opting out. Thing is, when two sides both feel shortchanged, the issue isn't who left first. It's that the model has stopped working. And where do we go from here?
The future is looking very doomy and gloomy, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Now, we just had a dope discussion highlighting how a lot of the older men are opting out of dating and choosing to be single. But what about the young men out here? I'm starting to see a lot of the young men that are on the right path even say, I'm done with relationships. I'm done with trying to pursue something solid and secure with a woman. Like, that is so terribly bad. Because these are the young men that we need to help build the future generations to come. These are the young men who would make great husbands, great fathers, so on and so forth, that are like, nah, I'm good. I'm cool. I've seen too much. A lot of them themselves have even been through too much. And that just breaks my heart. And here's the thing. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I gotta say this. Here's the thing. Ladies, there is something very telling about our behaviors and the things that we have done to these men, to where we are starting to see a lot of the young men and men in general that we actually need turn their backs. The men who not too long ago would take a chance on you. They were the ones giving you the benefit of the doubt and saying, you know what? Let me try to show you better. Let me try to give you better. And maybe that will help you out to maybe inspire you to change. But that's not happening anymore.
Hot take that I've never heard anybody talk about on this app. How about a marriage body? Yeah. Like, we know and love the revenge body, but how about the marriage body? How about we get hotter and hotter and hotter for the person who chose us forever, and vice versa? They get hotter for us. And then on the side, we're also investing money, and we're just getting hotter and richer together. And I got it all at home. You got it all at home. I know it. You know it. The world knows it. And we're just like, it's just a cute little flex. Like,
what's wrong with that?
No, I want to be my man's dream girl till the day I die. And I don't care that it's on the inside what counts. Yeah, and vice versa. It is on the inside that counts, and like his work ethic and heart and blah, blah, blah. But also, oh no, my man's back is getting so big and muscly. Said no one ever. Like, why? I'm sorry. Like, I'm not sorry. You should want to be hot for your spouse. Okay? Period. You should.
It is a good feeling when you're out there dating and you find you a chick who feels like she has potential. Y'all check this out.
So I was talking to a woman for about 5 days, not even a whole week. So for about 4 days strong, man, we having great conversations, bro. I'm thinking in my head like, okay, she cool. Mama cool to the motherfucker.
Okay, this is good. Good conversation. She seems cool. I like where this is going.
Day 5 came. I'm talking to mama, but this time she sounded a little down and out. So, you know, what's going on? What's wrong? You good? You okay? And she like, yeah, I'm good. I really don't want to talk about it. I'm like, cool. I'm not going to probe. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to talk about it. I ain't going to force you to talk about nothing you don't want to talk about.
So let me get this right. This normally bubbly chick all of a sudden is on the phone with you sounding sad. And when you ask what's wrong, she tells you she doesn't want to talk about it. It's not good.
So then she, you know what I'm saying? When I said that, she was like, yeah, I guess I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I'm listening.
She didn't want to tell you about it, but as soon as you said never mind, then she decided she wanted to tell you what was going on.
It's about to go down.
And she was like, you know, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, my light's about to get cut off. I need $150. Damn. And I'm like, I really thought Shorty liked me, bro. Like, I really thought Shorty liked me, bro. Like, I really thought I was making a friend. You feel what I'm saying? I really thought I was making a connection. And on day 5, she hit me with the, yeah, my light's about to get cut off. Like,
there are so many women out there who don't believe women are out here doing this or running this same old stale game plan that they've been running since the 80s. Now, men my age, we all understand. If you're talking to a chick, everything seems normal, and all of a sudden she hits you with that depressed voice. We know what's going on, but I like to share these videos for the young dudes. Understand that is a play. That is like the Statue of Liberty play you draw up in the backyard with one of your friends. It's the same thing every time. And once they suck you in and you ask the question, what's wrong? They then tell you they need money. And it's funny because these chicks are still running it like men don't know what that is. I'm happy this man knew what it was and he did exactly what you were supposed to do. He called it for what it is. That chick does not like him because women who like you will never do nothing like that to you. So all you do is you pick your head up and you move on. That's what you do in this situation. But it does suck because this man thought he had a genuine connection with a chick only to find out she was part of the flat purse posse. Man.
What are the best qualities a high value woman can find in a high value man?
Character, integrity, certainty, decisiveness, thoughtfulness, love, compassion, understanding, emotional intelligence, emotional regulation, openness, honesty. I think high value, although now it is often confused with high earning, high value means a man of value. And value is more than money. There are some things money can't even buy because it's so valuable. You know, it's so rare. It's such a jewel. And I think that when you find those things, a woman naturally finds her femininity.
Do you feel like because the opinion of value is so subjective is the reason why people have issue in finding what they're looking for?
I think people have a problem finding what they're looking for because they don't know themselves. How do you choose something when you don't know the baseline, when you don't know the starting point? I think it's really easy to project how you feel and what you think about a word, but the reality of it is always changing, yes. And the goalpost is always moving, probably also true. However, how do you even know where you start to even get close to it if you don't know who you are?
Well, wow. Okay, there it is.
Wow. And that's where the drama, all the unnecessary drama comes in.
Yes.
I may or may not have shed a tear yesterday, okay? This lady put something into perspective for me, and I learned so much about women, and women, there's something you can learn about men. She talks about both parties. I don't know where this lady has been hiding this entire time. I've watched 30 of her videos. Listen to this.
We interrupt them to get the feeling of connection back. Hi, honey. Text. We call. We open the home office door. Hi, honey. Hi. If they even lift their head. And then we went to get connection and our attempt to connect was rejected. And now I'm even less safe than I was before. He's mad at me? No, he's mean. Is he mad? He's mean, or is he mad at me? Or why didn't he look up? Was it because of what I said to him this one? And we spin out. We spin out trying to figure out the why. But we don't come up with accurate answers because we answer our why questions with why a woman would have done that.
Wow. And that's where the drama, all the unnecessary drama comes in.
Yes.
Because we think they're reacting the way we would have, or that bad best friend that hurt us, or whatever, that woman that, whatever. And it's not even just the male.
And you know, I think there's a couple of points here. So I think there was one where Allison was talking about, you're thinking the man is thinking the way that you do. So when you go in there for a bid for connection, and, you know, to be honest, I do get it, right? I want you to lift your head up and acknowledge me, and I want to talk, and really honestly and truly, 5 to 10 minutes, it doesn't seem like an issue until you knock the man out of the flow, right? So you might come in, he's in the flow of things. Then, you know, you say, well, you know, I just wanted to talk for 5-10 minutes. You should be able to get back to what you're doing. If a man is really in the groove like you would be, then talking to him for 5 minutes, he says, now, where was I? What am I doing? And then it's another 20 minutes. He gets up and he's just like, man, I can't think, right? So you actually knock him. Y'all talked for 5 minutes, but you actually honestly and truly kind of knocked him out of the groove for the next 25 minutes to an hour. And so that's lost time and productivity. I know you don't understand, or I know you don't think that way, and I know that's not what you're trying to do, but that is actually what happens, right? If you want to talk to him and say, hey, I just want to see what you got going on. Are you super busy? Yeah, but let me try to see if I can get to a stopping point. Or, yeah, I honestly need about an hour or so. Okay. All right. And sometimes it runs a little bit longer, but he'll probably do his best, if he's a good man, to keep to his word and say, okay, I gotta go out there and talk to my wife. It is not necessarily, oh, I gotta go talk to my wife. It's, okay, I've gone to a stopping point. I made my notes. Now I can come back in and, you know, pick up where I left off, right? But I do understand where they're coming from.
Women are revealing themselves all over the place. So the last 2 posts I made, if you didn't see them, check them out. The first one was about women becoming accidentally childless because we're too picky. And then I posted about my husband saying that my boobs used to be amazing, and me not getting angry and just like, yeah, that's the truth. They used to be amazing. Now they're less amazing. And I just am getting responses from women saying, like, we feel like you settled. We feel concerned. We feel like surrender is, we want to hear about how life is so amazing and loving and you're worshipped, and we want to hear the love story. This is why we're single. Oh, my car is beeping at me. We are so unlogical. And I know unlogical is not a word. We are not logical. We get to co-create with God. We get to have a family. We get to be a mother. But that takes surrender. It's not settling. It's surrendering. It's seeing relationship as pathway to intimacy with God and intimacy with your husband. What are we doing? How many of your friends are accidentally childless? How many of your loved ones are completely alone, seeking connection, seeking love, and they are not experiencing love because we're too picky, because we're finicky, because we don't know how to surrender, because we don't know how to say, life is the way that life is, and I'm going to be great with it however it is. We're not good at that. Women are sold a fairy tale, a fantasy from Disney and everywhere else. And I want to tell you, there is a God-sized, family-sized hole in your heart, and you cannot fill it with any amount of clicks, any amount of views, anything except for God and family. And to have that, you need to surrender to a relationship. So I'm going to double down on what I'm saying. It's not settling. It's choosing. You women out there are allowing your entire lineage to end with you. People toiled and slaved and worked and farmed for you to exist, thousands of them, and you are going to let it end with you because you are just so picky? Stop it. Get married, surrender, love.
Harsh truth about women.
Just remember that broke women want men to take care of them because they can't take care of themselves. Remember that newly found religious women have just finished their hoe phase and now they want to settle down and use their manipulation through religion to control you. Insecure women want men that they can control, manipulate, and use. Broke women are always the loudest about men that can't provide because they cannot provide for themselves. Women who want nothing in a relationship lack ambition, which means she will likely every single one of your dreams or ideas that you've ever had. Remember that women that want control, if you have children with them, will also control you through your children. A wounded woman is a woman looking for a father figure because she grew up either with a dad or fatherless. A woman who never respects you will always cheat on you, and there is no exception to this rule. Women that believe that men cannot bring peace, it's because they cannot bring peace themselves. So it actually makes them anxiety driven and insecure about their abilities to bring you peace. So she'll likely bring you chaos.
Okay, listen, this is just a reminder that men are disgusting and they do not care about half the that you think that they care about. They do not care about the little things that you obsess over in your head.
We barely talked all day, and then I texted him. I was like, "Hey, do you want to call?" And he just goes, "Can't." And I said, "Okay, we're good, right?" And he just said yes. And then he didn't snap me or anything for like 4 hours, and I just sent him a snap asking if he wanted to like see what I was painting, because I'm painting. I was like, "Hey, you want to see what I painted?" And he just left it on open. Like, I'm not forcing you to date me. You don't have to be with me, okay? Just tell me so I'm not like wasting my time anymore.
Anymore? You don't get it. There is a darkness inside of me. It wants to get out, wants to walk around. It wants some walking around money, and it wants to buy some shoes, and it wants to walk up with the people and say, "Hey, Gator don't play no You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no.
You want to know something that most women aren't ready to hear? Modern feminism chivalry.
I don't think they care.
Modern feminism has shifted from seeking equality to promoting superiority and resentment towards men, framing men as oppressors rather than partners and equals. With the birth of modern feminism, there came the birth of the girl boss, I don't need a man. Chivalry was never meant to make women look weak. It was made to create a culture of mutual respect where men acted honorably towards women and acknowledged their virtue and grace. Modern feminism, by demanding sameness instead of equality, has blurred those lines. In trying to erase gender differences, it's erased the gestures that celebrate them. The result of this is now we have an entire generation of men who are not willing to honor, pursue, or protect women. We have this entire generation of men who just want to hook up on the first date, who have no respect for women, who don't hold open the door, who don't buy flowers, and it is because of modern feminism. Not only that, but it is also a result of weak men. There's a reason that our grandparents have the cutest love stories where the men pursued the women and they didn't have sex until they were married, and they respected and honored each other. And now we are seeing the result of the crash and burn of modern feminism. And unfortunately, it is affecting a lot of women looking for life partners and a lot of men looking for life partners. Feminism is great. The idea of feminism is great to promote equality, but it has evolved into something that is toxic and dangerous to our society.
Yeah. I will is that men don't want a good woman. They want a woman that makes them feel good. And you're going to say, what are you talking about? Men don't actually want a good woman on paper. They don't want you to make good money. They don't want you to be educated. They don't want you to have great credit. They don't want you to have a good body. They don't want you to cook. They don't want you to clean. They don't want any of that. They don't want a quote unquote good woman, because then it forces them to rise to the occasion because you already have all of those things. So now he feels pressure. Now he feels unworthy. Now he feels insecure. And he also knows that a good woman is going to leave him. And so every day he sits there and he has a fear that another man is going to come and steal you from him. So then he goes and he acts weird to you and he cheats on you. When I say that men want a woman that makes them feel good, they want a woman who they feel superior over. They want a woman who they make more money than. They want a woman who they feel like they're doing better than. They want a woman that they're like, who's going to want this fat, ugly, stretch marks with kids? No one's going to want you. But that's why they want.
I have two main points to make on this one, and that is one, a man does not think that a woman needs to have a good credit score, a high education like a master's or doctorate's degree, or make a bunch of money in order to be a good woman. I mean, those are things that make her a responsible woman and an educated woman. It's kind of like an added bonus, but that is not what men want the most. Secondly, I know for sure that a man wants to be able to show off the woman that he's with. So no, he does not want to be with the woman that he thinks is fat and ugly. I honestly just think that it's weird to think that.
If a man said these things I'm about to say, he'd be crucified. But I'm a woman, so let's talk. All you hear about is toxic masculinity, but what about toxic femininity? It gets glamorized. Modern feminism has taught women to be exactly everything that they hate in men. Emotionally unavailable, selfish, prideful, lack of accountability. I mean, y'all already know accountability is like a woman's kryptonite, and I could say that wholeheartedly because I've been that woman. Men are taught, step up, be leaders, be men, be protectors, be providers. And then it's like women are told you deserve more, no matter how you act. I mean, we say we want accountability, unless it's only for men. And if the woman's the problem, we just call it trauma. Be patient with her. It's trauma. If a man is considered the problem, we call it a... Now, I'm not saying some of that is not true in some cases, so don't flip my word. And I'm sorry, ladies, but the toxic dating culture is not trash because of men. It's trash because people nowadays lack conviction, they lack integrity. I mean, y'all wanted equality until it came with consequences. Y'all have a blessed day. Jesus is king.
And really what Haley was talking about, that's the long and short of it. You have a lot of ladies out here, not all women, but you do have a lot of ladies out here that they are for a lot of things that benefit them. And of course, you know, as a person, as people in general, we're usually selfish about the things that we want. We're usually selfish about, oh, well, you know, if it don't benefit me, and you know, you don't want to feel bad, you don't want to sacrifice and all that stuff. So if it don't benefit me, then I don't want to do it, right? Everybody has that little piece in them, or in some pieces, some people it's a big piece in them. But at some point in time, you're going to have to say, okay, I got to get myself out of the way. I got to let them go first. I got to try to see if I can brighten their day. I have to see if I can encourage them. I have to see if I can be their rock. And I think that's where the disconnect is coming from in most of these relationships, at least from the man's side. That's what they're talking about when they say, there's no reciprocity. I don't feel like I'm getting anything. At least I'm not getting anything back. I give her this type of stuff and I give her this, and she don't really, I don't get it back. And so I don't really see the great thing or the positive thing about relationships. Yeah, I think she's beautiful. She has some nice qualities, but I never get anything back.
So earlier this year, I decided to fix my relationship with men and
well, that is really good to hear.
And start listening to them a little bit more.
That's also probably a very good idea.
And stop being so defensive about everything that they say. And the more I speak to men and the more I become friends with them and hear their viewpoints, the lesser of a feminist I become. I feel like I don't resonate with being a feminist anymore.
Oh? How so?
So now I'm a misandrist, and a very proud one.
Surprise. Yeah, if you're like me, that one did not go exactly the way you thought it was going to go. But then again, the world is full of surprises. Just like the fact that there are a lot of individuals that are, now more than ever, absolutely more than pleased to announce that they are just nothing more than a plain old bigot. And for those who don't remember what a bigot is, it's a person who has an unreasonable belief or prejudice against a person based on their membership of a particular group. So enjoy that bigotry and wear that mantle proudly.
What kind of career do those women have when they come to you?
I mean, I don't really care about it.
Why not?
Because generally speaking, men don't care about a woman's career. We just don't.
But you said you should bring more to the table, so why not a career?
Let's say me and you were on a date, right? And I told you,
no.
hypothetically, bear with me here, I know you hate me and everything. We're on a date and I tell you, hey, look, I have like this awesome Jordan collection. I got these designer wallets. I got like this walk-in closet. It's awesome. What's your thoughts with that?
You buy a lot of expensive things, yes.
Okay, so what else comes to mind when I'm talking about my obsession for fashion?
You like fashion. You like to dress up, essentially.
Okay, what's your opinion on that? Would it be fair to say that you'd be indifferent to me saying that?
Yes, because
okay, hold on.
What's the point?
Pause that. Thank you. That's exactly how we feel about women's careers.
What? What do you mean? What are
No,
you talking
hold on.
about?
No, I really want you to take that in.
Huh?
That same level of indifference, right, that you have for me having an awesome wardrobe or sneakers or whatever, you're indifferent to it. That's exactly how men feel about women's careers because my wardrobe doesn't benefit you, right? It doesn't benefit you.
No.
Same thing. A woman's career doesn't benefit us. It doesn't benefit us because we're still going to be expected to be a protector and a provider.
Are you good at cooking?
Yeah, I consider myself really good at cooking.
You might have to put that to the test.
Okay, sure.
Nice little spot. Like, I love what y'all done with the place. You know what they be saying online about you, right?
What?
They say you don't be seeing your chicken.
I won't add like salt to anything.
I knew it.
Look, it smells so good.
Oh, hell no.
Does it smell good?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
No! Wow, look at us. What is this called? What do you call
Chicken
this?
stir.
Oh.
Are you scared of it? What's wrong?
Hold on, like, let me brace myself for the flavor or lack thereof. And I'm about to.
You know, in that mood, you could leave.
Wait, I didn't say anything. Yes, it's good. No, I'm
The door's right there.
American men are unique in the fact that they pretty regularly date women who are less attractive than them. And if you go anywhere else in the world, you go to South America, Asia, or Europe, I don't know about Africa, but these other places, you're gonna find a lot of guys dating women who are surprisingly attractive. And the common explanation for this is that it's just money. And I'm sure in some cases it is. But having lived outside of the US for a few years now, I've seen more than enough examples to know that it's not just money. Actually, what it is that in other parts of the world, women are much more realistic about where they stand. If you ever watch like street interviews, these interviews are dumb, but you know, they do the street interviews in like Japan and China, wherever, where they'll like interview a girl and they'll be like, rate yourself 1 to 10 in terms of attractiveness. The girls are remarkably humble, but then you go to America and 80% of women think that they're in the top 20% of attractiveness. It's almost like because this collective delusion is so pervasive that it's actually become the reality.
So a girl, they know when a guy is cheating, right?
I feel like women can suspect.
So why can't you guys know when something's wrong with him? If you make a guy feel like he's not worthy, they mentally check out. They emotionally check out. If he comes to you, tells you about his problems, tells you and tries to confide in you something that's just really going on with him, and you decide to turn your back or not even acknowledge it or hear it but then have no action behind it, you're causing this man to check out emotionally. An emotional checked out man is dangerous. He gives no fucks about anything. Like, yeah, you're my person, but you already showed me that you're not going to be there for me. I'm going to, instead of telling you what's wrong when you ask, oh, what's wrong? Why are you like this? Nothing. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, well, you're always like that. Nah, it's because the last time I told you, you ignored me. That's when we check out. That's what happens.
Can we talk about the fact that y'all hate most of the men that y'all raise? Can we talk about that? And the fact that the men that y'all raise never seems to date women that look or act like you? Is it because they saw the different men coming in and out the house and they were like, you know what? I know that that's what I do not want. Or is it because your standards start and end with money? You don't care about integrity, moral character, morals and values. You just care about money. And they don't like it. And not to mention how much you talk down on black men, even their fathers, right in front of them, as if they're not a black man or black up-and-coming man themselves. And it's sad because they get a front row seat to see how you act, to see how you behave, how you treat people. And it just looked like it's something that they're not interested in. And the sad part about all of this is these men use you for a barometer of what they don't want to wife. And this is why you guys are single and not wives. So maybe you guys should be a better example to your sons, and maybe they wouldn't think of you as the bottom of the barrel.
It's Valentine's Day, and 70% of men are choosing to stay single. And I don't even blame them, and this shouldn't be a shock to anybody. Dating in this generation is so impossible, and I can talk about it for literally days. It feels like every single woman in this generation is either a gold digger or a bop or both. And so yeah, a lot of men are saying, we choose to be single, we're not gonna deal with this anymore, and I get it. I wouldn't either. That sounds awful. I just saw someone say something today about how I would rather be single than settle. And yeah, me too. I get it. That's me too. But it's crazy because you'll see women come online and be like, men are so sad and they're so single and they're so alone, but not me. I'm having a good time, just the men are having a bad time. And it's like, girl, be so serious for 2 minutes. Anyway, so happy Valentine's Day to all the singles out there. We see each other. We're right there.
Oh, single men, why are you don't pursue anymore? What's up?
How you doing?
Hey,
You are gorgeous, by the way.
thank you. You look fine yourself.
Thank you.
All right, so I gotta ask,
What's up? Ask me anything.
do you have a job
Yes.
making 6 figures?
Yes.
And do you live alone or with your parents?
Live by myself.
So you ain't got no roommates?
No roommates or anything.
Oh, okay, good, because I can't be wasting my time with anyone less than a boss, period.
I hear you. I respect that, definitely. What about you? You got a job?
I mean, I just started my OnlyFans, so it's about to be up. It's getting there.
Okay. Well, do you live with your parents?
I mean, I live with a couple friends, but, like, I'm about to be up, so it's getting there.
Okay. How's your credit, at least? Because how you gonna get you on the spot? You got good credit?
My dad about to help me with that, but, like, it's getting there.
Okay.
What happened?
You're getting out.
Excuse me?
You're getting out. You talking about all this value stuff and you can't even value yourself, man.
bye.
You look paying everything. The heck?
Hot take that I've never heard anybody talk about on this app. How about a marriage body? Like, we know and love the revenge body, but how about the marriage body? How about we get hotter and hotter and hotter for the person who chose us forever? And vice versa. They get hotter for us. And then on the side, we're also investing money and we're just getting hotter and richer together. And I got it all at home. You got it all at home. I know it. You know it. The world knows it. And we're just like, it's just a cute little flex. Like,
what's wrong with that?
no, I want to be my man's dream girl till the day I die. And I don't care that it's on the inside what counts. Yeah, and vice versa. It is on the inside that counts, and like his work ethic and heart and blah, blah, blah. But also, oh no, my man's back is getting so big and muscly. Said no one ever. Like, why? I'm sorry. Like, I'm not sorry. You should want to be hot for your spouse. Yeah. Okay? Period. You should.
And I do like the point that I think one of the guys was talking about. A man can still love you and emotionally check out. I think what he means there is, I actually think it's pretty clear what he means, at least from a man's perspective. I can love you and I can care about you, but I understand I cannot go in this area with my wife. Well, you should be able, and once again, I know women are going to be like, well, you should be able to do that, this and that. Should be able to, but theory and reality are two different things. My wife can't handle that. So I can't, as a man, I understand I can't go in that area with my wife. So I have to keep it to myself, or I have to, talk to my boys about it. But she can't really handle that. Neither does she want to handle it. Now, there's some women out there that when the relationship first starts, it's a shock to them because they see you as someone strong. They see you as somebody unbreakable. Those are usually healthy women. Those are usually nurturing women. Those are usually the women that you want to be with. Like it shocks them, but they're like, you know what? He's just like I am. You know, he just told me his feelings and I'm about to flip out on him and you know, think less than of him. And I shouldn't be doing that. Let me go in here and be an actual friend and companion and try to support him when he's in need.
I don't think men are good people. All men. I don't think they're good people. Why not? The reason for that is, like, for men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of, like, cheating. Mm-hmm. You know that that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. That's not a mistake. We've watched the same story over and over again.
Yeah.
And just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to accept your betrayal. Right. Because you're taking advantage of my love for you, and I'm supposed to just be the one behind you riding or dying. I'm not with nobody. To see girls come up to me, I'm the girl they come up to all day long crying. They tell me the most disgusting of stories that I couldn't even believe. And a lot of times men, the wrong man, will stunt your growth as a woman.
Have you ever cheated in a relationship?
That's exactly what I was about to ask. Yeah, I've cheated.
Show me a 10 that's complaining about being married, please. I would love to see a 10 complain about being married. Because at the end of the day, we got all these girls up on here complaining about marriage, and they solid 4s. Hence Cardi B. Y'all know about, Cardi before the surgeries was a solid 2 to 3. Maybe even a 4. But she got her nose done, her face done. She got good money now. So Cardi looks completely different. You know what I mean? And just like a lot of you girls, y'all come on here with your lace fronts and your long eyelashes fluttering and your lips done and all this other stuff done, thinking that you a baddie. You're not a baddie, baby. Take all that off. Take off the clown makeup. Take off that funky lace wig. Take it all off and let's see who the real baddies are. Because I love to tell you right now, you not. Everybody want to come online like, oh, you're a baddie, you're a baddie. Women love hyping up females for whatever reason. And you know, men be in their DMs because they easy targets. You know what I mean? So it's like, y'all sitting up here thinking y'all something when really y'all not nothing.
3 reasons why men stop asking women to go out on dates. Let's get into it. Reason number 1, y'all don't be liking the places that we want to take y'all to go out on a date. I mean, that's cool and all, I get it. So we be like, okay, fine. You pick a place, we can go there. Now, before we get into reason number 2, let me just say this. Half of y'all be disqualified from the jump because when we ask y'all out on a date, y'all be like, is you paying? Like, if I wasn't paying, why the would I ask you to go out on a date? All right, now back into it. Reason number 2 is because y'all suggest a place that we can't always afford to take y'all. And then y'all get mad talking about, oh, well, if you can't afford to take me here, you don't need to be asking me out on no date. Bitch, I just asked you to go out on a place that I could afford to take you when you acted like you ain't want to go. But I digress. And the final reason is because y'all think we only want one thing, and y'all know what it is.
Honey, you are freaking deluded.
For so many years, the rhetoric was all these women are going to end up alone. There's never been so many women that are unmarried without children. And I think this takes back the narrative of like, look at these lives that women are building and look how much happier you can be single than with somebody that is dragging you down and draining your resources.
This idea of unmarried, alone, single, childless women, full of their career, being happy. This is the story I always tell about that, 40-year-old woman who lives in a place like New York City and has the really nice apartment and has the really good job. And, everyone, all of these young women look at her and say, oh, she's got it all. She didn't need a man and she didn't need kids. And inside that woman is rotting.
I found this scrolling on social media. Let me know what y'all think about this.
There's a huge disconnect happening between men and women right now, and I want to share something I've been realizing about why men seem to be getting better while most women are struggling more. And I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Men have all these platforms teaching them accountability and how to level up, but when I look at what we as women are consuming, it honestly made me realize something important. Men have podcasts like Fresh and Fit and Jocko Podcast teaching discipline, Jordan Peterson teaching accountability, David Goggins teaching mental toughness, and there's so many more. They're consuming content that pushes them to build themselves up and take responsibility. But I started noticing what we as women are consuming. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Call Her Daddy, Girls Gotta Eat, Real Housewives, Love Island, and there's just so many more. And I realized this content is programming us to create more drama, feel more entitled, and expect things without bringing anything valuable ourselves. I see influencers like Sheer7, Miss Sprinkle, teaching manipulation tactics, and others like Ari Kitsia, if that's how you say it, promoting OnlyFans culture, teaching us that our value comes from our sexuality instead of building actual skills or character. So we have reality TV teaching us drama, podcasts teaching us entitlement, and influencers teaching us toxic behaviors. While men are learning discipline, accountability, and how to build real value. I think the reason men don't consume this toxic content is because they don't tolerate drama. But we as women tend to be more drawn to emotional and social content, which makes us more susceptible to this programming. And the media industry knows this and exploits it. And here's what I've noticed. Whenever a woman tries to hold other women accountable, we get defensive and attack her for it. I keep seeing comments saying, this applies to men too, and although you're right, here's what I have observed. Men seem more willing to consume content that challenges them, while we gravitate toward content that validates us. The accountability content for women exists, but we're less likely to engage with it positively. When women try to help other women grow, we often get called pick-me or accused of having internalized misogyny. Men have an entire ecosystem telling them to take responsibility and work harder, and they listen. We have way more content telling us we're perfect as we are and that our problems are someone else's fault. I've realized that most of us don't want to be challenged. We prefer to be validated in our dysfunction. Meanwhile, men are embracing tough love and actually improving themselves. Men are consuming content that makes them better. We're consuming content that makes us worse. And then we wonder why there's such a disconnect. If we want better relationships and lives, we need to start consuming content that challenges us to grow, not content that validates our worst behavior.
Let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments section.
So I don't know who needs to hear this, but as a woman, I want to give you a word of advice. Don't date black men. Black men are the worst. They're disrespectful. They don't care about women. All they do is cheat, lie, and steal. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm a mother of 3 and I have 3 different baby daddies. I also have had 20 bodies in the last month. But I'm letting you know now with the type of woman that I am, like the high value woman that I am, I bring a lot to the table. You know, obviously, who doesn't want a woman with kids? Who doesn't want a woman, you know, that's been used up and ran through? But I do highly recommend to stop talking to black men because they're not going to help you. They're not going to bend over backwards for you. They're not going to do anything for you. You know, they should take care of women with kids. They should use their hard-earned money on us, but guess what? They don't. You know why? Because they're sassy. They're sassy. All they do is they want to do each other because they're sassy. That's all they are. And I'm telling you right now, if you knew what they do behind closed doors with their homeboys, you'd be afraid of them too. I'm telling you now, you ask them for money, they won't give it to you. Last time I asked a man for $60K, I had to dump him because he couldn't provide that. And you know what I need in this world? A provider. And you know what else I need? A man who's gonna what? Stand up for himself and do things for his queen. Right, ladies? Clock it, ladies. If he's not making $1 million within a couple of minutes, what is the point of dealing with him? And if this man is not gonna stop following girls and liking their pictures, then why be with him? Oh, don't forget, I also post bikini pictures. I also bust it wide on social media and do twerking videos, but I do have God quotes in my bio. Yes, God quotes are in my bio because the Lord is within me, and we all know the Lord doesn't judge. So of course, my OF link is in my bio. Go ahead and check it out. It's called creamybuttons.com. Go ahead, that's the link. You guys will see it. But before I even get further into this, please keep God in your life and understand that these men are not good for you, especially black men, because they're the ones who are going to use you. That's all they do is use women, and they don't appreciate you. And when you actually, you know, tell a man what you need and what you want, he can't provide. So don't even waste your time, ladies. You know how stupid that sounds? That's exactly how the you sound when you come on this platform talking about black men need to pay for me, black men needed this. Get a damn job. You know what's crazy? You guys can get BBLs, dentures, and stupid Easter basket wigs that look up, but you can't buy yourself your own. You guys don't even know how to cook food from scratch. You don't even bake no more. You'd rather sell your butthole online than make a meal. If you can't make cookies from scratch, if you can't make food from scratch, if you can't make mac and cheese, stop asking a man to provide for you. You're not even a godly or a traditional woman. Cállate, yeah.
Define soft life.
Soft life is ease. A nice, easy life, like everything's being taken care of. If I want to work, I can, but I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Like it's being presented to me to receive.
When I hear women talk about soft life, I oftentimes get disgusted because it just seems like they don't want, you don't want to be a teammate, you don't want to be a partner, you want to be a companion. Like, you know what I'm saying? A companion, like, you just here to kick it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done did everything. So I done took all the risks. I done made all the investment, and you want to eat. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if we were, because you have business, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, if you would let me partner in your business where you pay for everything, you take all the risk, and then I'm like, yeah, but when you hit though, it's ours. It's ours.
And you live
I
a
think
soft
you would look at
life.
me crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just that proposition, like that proposal to me be like, yeah, I want a soft life.
Yeah,
Like,
I get what you're
I
saying.
don't understand why any man would look at that and be like, cool.
Well, I've
Like, I get that.
experienced.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then how you making my life soft? Or am I supposed to have the hard life so you can have the soft life?
And Jedediah really has her finger on the pulse. A lot of these modern women, they be saying, well, I really don't need a man. I don't want a man. But deep inside, they be rotting away. Oh, I wish I had. I don't really need it. Now, don't get me wrong. And now you got to put that front on. And now you got to go outside and put that mask on, acting like you don't need him at all. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing better than I ever was. This and that. Well, we know that's not true because you keep on telling your friends and you keep on telling us on your TikTok that you really want a man. You're getting close to 45. You really want a man. I would expect to be married at this point in time. I would really like, I wanted to have my own kids, but, if I have to adopt, I will, and this and that. You're putting yourself, and there's nothing wrong with doing a lot of these things. Right? Let's say, you end up getting married at 45, right? There ain't in some instances, it might be the case that something happened in my life and now it offset me, stuff that was completely out of my control. And now I'm back dating and I'm trying to find something. But that's not the case for a lot of these modern women. For a lot of these modern women, they put themselves in those positions. And then when it happens to be, it didn't work out in my favor like I thought it would. Now I'm upset about it.